And we're back for another episode of SLJ. So we just finished this thought route, and we're pretty much getting to the conclusion of this trial, and Maya is probably going to be safe at this point because they're going to need a spirit medium, so if they do something to Maya, that's going to be an issue. Your patron seeks to solve the orb's riddle, and thereby receiving great spiritual power. However, only Maya Fey can truly give them what they really want.
She can?
What do you mean, only Maya Fey?
Think about what the return of the founder really means. You should have considered it more literally. After all, the orb was made in the kingdom of Khura'in, the birthplace of spirit mediums.
Ah, I think I see now. You need to know what the deceased looks like in order to channel them. But in Khura'inism, depicting the face of the founder is taboo. However, her true face was hidden in the orb. So maybe the orb is telling us to try channeling the founder.
Exactly. Through a spirit medium, the founder can quite literally return. And if the legend is true, the founder just might bestow spiritual power on someone when she does.
It's like when Pearls imbued my Magatama with spiritual power. If a human could be imbued with such power in a similar manner...
It is said the founder possesses immense spiritual power. Such a great feat would not necessarily be beyond her. Wait a second! Then the legend is true?
Do you understand now, Mr. Attition Wimperson? You are holding hostage the final key to unlocking the orb's secret. And if anything were to happen to her, the riddle would remain unsolved, forever.
Ah!
Take that. Time to get off that podium.
Hold it! There's always Pearl Fey. I could simply ask her to help. If she wants money, I have plenty to offer.
She's not the kind of person to be tempted by material gain. And she certainly wouldn't help you if anything were to happen to her cousin.
Ugh.
Or maybe you'd like to go ask the Queen of Khura'in to channel the founder for you.
He could, but he'd probably get executed for requesting such a thing.
It's over. Now confess. You killed Dr. Buff, didn't you?
It wasn't supposed to end this way.
Mr. Attition Wimperson, are you admitting to committing the crime?
You're my lawyer, right? Do something.
It's true that I'm your lawyer, and as such, it's my job to defend you. However, defending my client isn't the only duty a lawyer has. There's something else that's equally as important. And that is finding the truth.
What?
Mr. Attition Wimperson, you have sought to twist the truth in the dirtiest of ways. I was complicit in your hostage-taking, but in a way, I was being held hostage too. Even so, there's still hope for me to make things right. And I owe it all to you, Apollo.
Mr. Wright.
I can't allow a murderer to walk away scot-free. Therefore, Mr. Attition Wimperson, I must resign as your attorney.
Oh.
No. Does this mean I'm under arrest?
Yes. Yes, it is.
No!
Well?
I have nothing to confess.
What?
I said I have nothing to confess. I don't and I won't. Especially not to a plebeian like you.
This guy doesn't know when to give up.
Besides, there's no truth to these allegations. I mean, look at the suitcase. You won't find a single print of mine on it.
All that means is you wiped them off, taking care to only leave Mr. Rebels.
As many a great politician has said before me, no comment.
In that case, try switching things up, Apollo. Look at the situation from a different angle. Is there really nothing that points to the suitcase being dropped from up above?
Evidence that points to the suitcase being dropped from the second floor. If the killer pushed the suitcase from the second floor hallway over the coffee bar, that would place him right around here. Maybe, just maybe.
Thought of something, Apollo?
I believe this piece of evidence to be connected to the dropping of the suitcase. Army statement. That appears to be a statement, but how is that related to this case? On the night of the murder, Your Honor, Miss Army Buff physically left her room. That's when she saw the doctor burning the orb and subsequently passed out. Right above the coffee bar. But with her there in her wheelchair, the killer wouldn't have been able to drop the suitcase down onto the doctor.
Good point.
However, according to Sarge, she woke up just as someone was trying to move her in her wheelchair.
Ah!
Someone was pushing my wheelchair.
What?
I was so scared I beat a hasty retreat, as fast as my wheels could take me.
She must have been in the killer's way and had to be moved. Isn't that right, Mr. Attition Wimperson?
Ugh.
And if the killer had pushed the wheelchair with his bare hands, we may yet find the conclusive evidence we need.
Exactly. Fortunately for us, that evidence slipped right through the killer's fingers. If only he'd been able to hold on to it just a little tighter. But now, he is neither able to discard nor alter it.
Honestly, that piece of evidence wasn't even supposed to be here in this courtroom today. And yet, it looks like sometimes things do get better.
But this wasn't supposed to happen.
No? Well, too bad, because the evidence that sped away from you that night has come back to haunt you, right here at this very trial.
Ugh. Ah!
Your Honor, the defense's final piece of evidence is on this person.
That's...
On the night of the murder, Sarge passed out, only to come to and find that someone was pushing her wheelchair. That's when she fled back into her room.
She didn't physically see a single soul after that. Not until Athena drew her out through that therapy session, that is.
While the killer was able to wipe the prints on the suitcase, the same can't be said for the prints that got away.
My fellow Khura'inians.
Well, Mr. Politician Wimperson, try to explain your way out of this one. The podium is all yours. This breakdown is pretty fantastic.
Politician, savior of Khura'in. I am not a crook. My political career, it can't end like this. I'm destined for great things. Something's wrong. This isn't real. It's a dream. Huh? What? Wait, really? Oh, no way. Bonsai, 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 bonsai. Wait, what? No, please. Wait, don't go! No, no, please! Whoa, Grandpa!
Yes, because we say bonsai in, like, California or America. This breakdown is fantastic, though. Mr. Optician Whipperson? Are you alright? Bailiff, get him to the first aid station on the double! Nailed it! Well, this was yet another unexpected turn of events. In light of everything that's been revealed, it seems the relic is indeed the Founder's Orb. And it seems Mr. Politician Whipperson can be considered a suspect in Dr. Boss's murder.
Apollo, I want to thank you for everything. Thanks to you, I didn't have to keep bending the truth. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Don't mention it.
You were amazing today, Apollo!
Well, I couldn't have done it without Dirk. Bless.
A dragon never yields.
Even when wounded, a dragon bites down hard and never lets go till its dying breath. It glares, it roars, and it latches its jaws firmly onto its prey till the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get the truth!
Dragon never yields. Every lawyer should take that to heart. As it seems both sides have no further objections, for Dirk Serbati, please take the stand. No! I don't know. I'm not sure if he should be on the stand. I have footage of this when I initially got to this scene, which is kind of funny now that I look back at it. Sorry. This court awards the orb to the Defiant Dragons per the stated transfer agreement. Yay! That was really awkward transition. I mean, yeah, like, no one is, like, accused for anything, but still, that was weird. Should the Kingdom of Khura'in claim ownership, the matter may have to be deliberated in court all over again. I just hope, or shall I say pray, that I'm not the judge presiding over that one.
Indeed, a trial like that might spark an international incident. Still, there are bigger and more momentous things astir in the air.
The revolution. Dirk's really serious about this. This court is adjourned. I like how the judge is pretty chill about, oh yeah, there's a frickin' rebel leader inside the courtroom. No big deal. He's a tourist. So it's fine.
Nice work, son. We've finally broken through the last obstacle on the road to revolution.
Revolution. It just doesn't seem real.
Yes, well, to think you actually defeated the Fighting Phoenix. All I can say is, that's my boy! Ha 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 ha!
Well, Mr. Wright did have his hands tied. Yeah, I want a real fight between Apollo and Wright without anything holding them back. Who knows if I'd had won if he'd been able to fight me head on.
I see it more like you saved Mr. Wright.
Saved him?
Yeah, remember what he said? He didn't have to bend the truth anymore, and it was all thanks to you.
I don't know about that. Still, I guess it is kind of nice to be appreciated.
Mr. Dirk? Now that the Holy Mother's face has been revealed, are you going to have a spirit medium try to channel her? I, for one, would love to see the return of the legendary founder.
Yeah, just think about it. Being able to speak to someone right out of the history books.
Unfortunately, it's not that easy.
What? Why?
A face isn't enough. You also need the true name of the one you're attempting to channel.
Oh right, Pearl mentioned something like that.
And the founder's true name is only known to the priestess who's been crowned queen. In short, the only living person who knows it is the current queen of Khura'in, Garan.
Oh, so without her help, we won't be seeing the founder anytime soon.
Oh, that's no fun.
So Dirk, what will you do now?
First, I'll start by tracing the route by which the orb came into Dr. Buff's hands.
Since we now know it was politician that asked the doctor to study it, isn't he the one who stole it?
No, a political nobody like him couldn't get anywhere near the orb, let alone steal it. He must have had inside help. My money is on someone connected to the royal family.
Alright, you said something to that effect back in the cave.
Whoever it may be, we need to expose their dirty scheme to the light of day.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Wright has plenty of information, courtesy of his dirty client. He might be able to shed some light on this. Where is Wright anyway?
Private Justice! That was fine work you did at the trial today. You did your sergeant proud.
Back at you, Sarge. It took real courage to leave your room like that.
It's all thanks to you and Courtswoman Sykes. With my siege defense over, I can finally sally forth. But the battle's only just begun. One for me and me alone to fight.
To lose your mother and then your father. What a terrible thing to endure.
Yeah, and being wheelchair-bound doesn't help.
Private Justice! I've been thinking. It's about time I stood on my own 2 feet.
Oh?
After all, I no longer have Papa to coddle me.
Huh? I'm afraid I don't follow. She's gotta stand up, damn it!
Take a good look, soldier. This is one small step for man, and one giant leap for me. Hold my drone for me, would you, Private Justice?
Yes, sir. What is she up to?
Whoa!
Her face, her smile. She's standing?
What's this? Sarge, you mean your legs? They're...
The doctor told me I was ready to walk again months ago. But if I admitted I could walk, I knew I'd have to leave the house. So I faked it.
Makes sense, but...
I kept pretending I couldn't walk. But I know Papa is watching over me now, and I'd hate to disappoint him. So, from this day forth, I'm going to march forward on my own 2 feet.
What a brave kid, trying to move forward like this. I want Apollo and, Sarge to have be good friends. I want Sarge to come back in the next game. It's not gonna happen because I never like to return certain characters and just be like one-siders, but I really want this friendship to develop into something. These two are great together.
But it must be so hard this soon after her father's death.
Don't you ever stop. You just keep on walking, comrade. Stay brave, because there will be days when you'll want to stop. But I have faith you'll find a way to muster the strength to push through them.
Yeah, you can do it. Hey, Daddy's back.
Not looking happy! What is up, Wright?
Mr. Wright. What's that look on his face for?
Oh, Apollo!
Is everything alright with Miss Faye?
She's safe. For now.
Well then, we better go save her, quick! Where is she anyway?
I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Huh?
Maya's not here in the States. She's still in Khura'in. And she's still being held hostage by the mastermind behind this whole thing.
There's that word again. Mastermind.
The mastermind?
That's right. Politician Wimperson was nothing more than a pawn. Maya's true abductor is in the kingdom of Khura'in.
What? I don't understand, Mr. Wright. What in the world's going on over there? But as shocking as that news was, it was only the beginning. The beginning of something big. Big enough to shake Khura'in to its very core. Revolution. I was being swept up in a mighty wave that nothing could stop. Of course, at the time, I had no idea what the days ahead had in store for us.
To be continued! But we have like 7 more minutes. To be continued! We finished the first half of Case 5, and now the rest of it is going to be in Khura'in. I guess I'll change the background while we're doing this. Yo. No, we're not saving the game.
What do you mean Miss Faye is still being held hostage? And who's this mastermind?
Politician Wimperson was nothing more than a puppet. His benefactor was the one pulling the strings. But I have no idea who they are.
So all we know is it's the person he was trying to give the orb to.
Right. He was just following orders. Whoever it is, it seems they really want to get their hands on the orb.
So then Miss Faye's abduction is the work of this so-called benefactor.
Right again. Whoever they are, they're in Khura'in. Along with Maya.
I wonder who they could be.
Right, this Maya, the spirit medium you've been talking about. She wouldn't happen to be that bun-haired young lady you defended back in Khura'in.
That's her. Why do you ask?
I see. I think I know what's going on here. I've got good news for you, Wright. Maya is somewhere safe. That much I'm sure of.
I'm afraid you've lost me.
So that's who the little snot's patron is. It's all starting to make sense. That fool has no idea I'm here in the States with you all.
Dirk, you mind filling us in?
Right on cue!
No caller ID. I wonder who's calling. Hello?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, yes? Let me start by thanking you for taking such good care of my subordinate.
Who's this?
I believe you know me as Mr. Attition's benefactor.
Ah,
Sounds like they're using a voice changer or something to disguise themselves.
where's Maya? Is she safe?
I had my ears on today's proceedings. What a shock it was to hear that the key to solving the orb's riddle is a spirit medium. I admit, I did not see that coming.
Wait, did they plant a listening device in there somehow?
Nevertheless, don't think for a minute that it will guarantee Maya Faye's safety. She is not the only medium within my reach, you see.
You harm a hair on Maya's head and you'll have to answer to me.
Right, give it here a sec.
Wait!
Hey there, how's it going, stranger?
Who is this?
Why, it's your friendly neighborhood dragon. I just happened to be in the US on a little trip. Minister of Justice, Inga Khura'in?
Dirk, how do you know all these things? I'm really concerned.
Inga?
What?
Maya's kidnapper?
Is Khura'in's Minister of Justice? How do you know these things, Dirk? Dirk! Is that you dirty turncoat? How in the... What in blazes is going on here?
Oh, you know, just popped over to the States for a little R&R. But enough about me, Inga. That was a poor excuse for a bluff you pulled just now. We both know your threats are as empty as your head. You can't lay a hand on Maya Fey, and I do mean that literally.
Ugh.
What is he talking about?
You can kiss your chances of getting the orb goodbye.
Maya Fey, my only, how should I say, insurance, you know, Dirk. Excuse me, Dirk.
What?
I've got someone dear to you right in the palm of my hand, see? Now that one, well, you can imagine what kinds of things I could do, right? Glad you're seeing things my way. Meet me at Amara's tomb tomorrow, 3 p.m. sharp. You better come alone, got it? If all goes well, the orb is all you will need to get Maya Fey back. Dirk, what's going on?
You heard him. I have to get back to Khura'in at once.
What? Why?
No time to explain.
But are you even going to make it? What if there are no seats left on the next flight? Plus, you're a wanted man. They're not gonna just let you get on a plane.
Let me worry about that, Mr. Justice.
Hi! Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth? What are you doing here? Thanks?
Taking care of the hostage situation.
Oh, now that you mention it, Pearl did say that she saw you around in Khura'in Village.
I had him look into a few things while I was on my way back from Khura'in. Including Maya's situation, of course.
I was astonished to hear she was still in Khura'in earlier. But it explained why I found no connection between her and Mr. Attition.
Sorry to interrupt, but going back to the plane situation...
I've taken the liberty of chartering one for us. It's ready to take off at any time.
Thanks, Edgeworth! Holy crap!
And I will do what's necessary to hide the fact that Dirk Sudmari's on board.
Holy crap! Thanks, Edgeworth! Wow! Must be nice to be a chief prosecutor.
Right, we have no time to lose. We must head for Khura'in at once.
Wait, he's coming with us?
Right.
I'm going too! After all, you're bound to need my help! No fair, I want to go too!
This isn't a vacation, Trucy. Besides, I'll need you to hold down the fort.
But, Daddy!
Guess I should also only bring what's necessary.
Sorry, Trucy, but would you mind holding on to this stuff for me?
Unnecessary evidence foisted onto Trucy.
Ah! Fine, but you better bring me back something besides just more evidence.
Excellent. Now let us make haste to Khura'in.
And that's how our sudden trip to the kingdom of Khura'in began. Never imagined I returned to the country of my youth under such circumstances, though. We'll have to stop as soon as we land this plane! Alright, we are back in Khura'in, and we shall continue into Khura'in stuff in the next video. So I'll see you guys then.